Fight your fears and survive. Good advice.
Nah.
Now surrender to your fears and die.
Give up and just immediately give up.
The struggle is meaningless. Surrender. With a zombie write one of these notes? A lot of hallways unexplored. A lot of doors still locked. Gonna have to do some traipsing through them.
Yeah, we gotta... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
Probably missing a quest item you need to plug in somewhere. You use the dog whistle. Have you thrown the dog whistle away?
Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
Eventually, we will leave this mansion, because there are other places to explore. The entire game does not take place in a single mansion.
No, it does. The whole game takes place in this mansion. It doesn't take place anywhere else. It's only in this mansion. There definitely isn't another secret area that you have to go into later.
Nah, this is just Act 1.
It's only the mansion for the entire game. And actually, at the end of the mansion... There's, oh yeah, I forgot these are in here.
Yeah, you left them there, you didn't need them.
At the end of the mansion, there's a, there's a secret, oh, it's the helmet lock, whoops. At the end of the mansion, there's a secret UFO ending.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't have to take those plants, what are you doing?
I'm taking them.
You don't have to, you've got no health. You're doing great, you're losing very little in terms of health.
I'm taking them.
You're at full health, though.
I'm taking them.
Okay. Well,
And then I'm
who am I to criticize how you play?
And then I'm gonna use them right now.
You're not even injured.
But I'll be injured in the future, so I'll use them now preemptively.
Ah, overhealth, a brilliant idea.
So that later, when I need them...
You'll already have them in your bloodstream.
I'll already be high from all of the I'll already be healed from all the plants.
You know, I have a favorite. Do you have a favorite zombie in this game?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. You don't have one in particular that you're fond to see every time you do a playthrough?
Why would I be fond to see a particular zombie?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I don't know if you do or not.
Why would you be fond of a particular zombie?
I have a favorite zombie.
Why on earth do you have a favorite zombie?
I'll talk about it when we get to him. I can't wait to meet him. I hope we get to see him soon.
So Mike is stupid and has a favorite zombie.
I have a favorite zombie.
Yeah, there we go. I knew that key went to this door.
Ah, we still have unlocked doors, or doors that have been locked by the armor key. Whoa. Oh
my god, they're moving!
They're coming to life! No, wait. They're not. They're just mechanical. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. Who disturbs my slumber? Who pushes my buttons?
Crap.
Who breathes in my fart gas? You don't have permission to breathe my fart gas. Get back here. Put that back.
Jill, stop coughing and exit the door. God damn it.
Just leave, I guess. Well, now that room's gassy. Gross. Shouldn't have pressed that button. Oh well. What was the point of that other than to gas yourself?
Well, I pressed the button and I shouldn't have pressed the button.
Ah, bummer. All right, back inside we go.
Well, because it stops doing the gas once you.
Oh, okay. Hold your breath, Jill. Okay, now it's cleared up.
And they moved back on their own. What kind of a stupid puzzle is this?
So you gotta push them into position one at a time. Which goes first? Let's see here.
Something in this, but
There's something as depression. It's a lack of a will to live.
I mean, yeah, that's how depression works.
Let's see, we got sword. You probably gotta push them in the order that you got the key. So you got the sword key first, then the armor key second.
No.
Then the helmet key third, I'm
No,
assuming.
I bet it's shield, axe,
Candlestick.
shield, axe, big axe, wait, hang on. Shield, axe, big axe, polearm? Alright, hang on.
Oh, you gotta push them in order of the paintings. That's too simple.
Shield. I said shield.
Get back in that position you came from.
Okay.
Oh, they're interlinked, so you push one and then
Axe.
some eject. I see.
And then shield again.
So there's no order you specifically have to do, you just gotta get them all pushed back into position. Okay.
Yeah, I got it right on the first try though, because I'm really good.
Alright. And now you press the button and you don't get gassed. Whose sleep are we disturbing? Oh no, you freed that button that was in the prison.
Yes, I have freed a small box.
Now you shove the bee nectar in there. No, you take the jewelry box.
I take the jewelry box.
Then you put the bee nectar back inside the jewelry box, and you put the jewelry box back in there.
No, I examine the jewelry box.
Sun and moon. Depressions of a sun and moon. Sunshine will always waken me.
Sunshine will awaken me. Alright, fine, I press the button.
It does nothing. That one also does nothing. Wait. Oh, it did something! Yay!
Yay, there was a mask inside!
Oh,
It's ugly!
It is. Awaken, my masters.
It's an ugly mask. It's an ugly mask of an ugly face.
It is a pretty gross looking mask. But we got one of, I'm assuming, 4 that goes down to the room with the crypt, the suspended coffin. Yay! 1 down, 3 to go. Now where?
Hang on, let me look. I don't want to go in there yet.
Okay, then one out.
I don't want to go in this room
The
with
room down there?
the squiggly lines. And
Yeah.
I know that's super helpful, but I don't want to go in there yet. Because something will happen when I go in there.
I don't want to go into that hallway that's connected to the windy hallway.
I think we're gonna go deal with Forrest.
Deal with him? What, you mean that you mean help him because he needs our assistance, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, he needs our help.
But we don't know where he is.
Put that away, and then I'm gonna, for a completely well, actually, no, I'm gonna take those. And for a completely unrelated reason, I'm gonna bring the shotgun.
Okay, I don't know why you felt the need to do that, but very well.
Totally unrelated reason.
Bringing some extra health too, just just for no reason. Yeah.
It feels good to carry around a shotgun, even if you get strange looks from people and people start screaming at you, run, run, that man has a gun. And the cops are like, why are you carrying the shotgun? And they start giving you a bunch of questions, like, why are you wearing level 4 plates? Why do you have the shotgun on you?
LARPing.
What's with the night vision? Why do you have 600 pounds of C4 in the back of your vehicle?
Just a gearhead, that's all. Ah, back in the mansion. Haven't left, actually. Still in the same mansion. You used the armor key, yay!
Yeah, we never left the mansion. Why would you say back in the mansion?
How many more doors are gonna be open with the armor key? I want to drop this thing on the ground already.
Probably like 12.
Ooh. A little creepy over here.
So for a completely unrelated reason, I'm going to equip the shotgun.
Okay.
Don't worry about why.
Wait, where were you holding that shotgun? You weren't carrying it on your back.
Yeah, I was.
It's just in your pocket, I assume. Handgun magazine? Okay.
Yeah, I was totally carrying it on my back.
And now the balcony out here. Yes, yes. Just a couple of plants. Nothing at all.
Hi, Forrest. Hi, how are you doing?
Gasp! It's a member of Bravo team or Alpha team. One of the teams.
Already dead.
That must be Alpha team then.
No, I'm Alpha Team. He is.
Oh no! They killed Bravo team.
I'll take that.
I see that this member of Bravo team has a grenade launcher.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We don't need that.
Okay. You better take it from him. What if he comes back to life? Then it's a zombie with a grenade launcher. Like, then you're really screwed. Oh, you're really screwed.
No, we don't need the grenade launcher.
Chill, guess what I have for you? No! Why did you feel the need to hit him with the shotgun? Is it out of respect? Or is he just harder to kill with the handgun?
He's just harder to kill.
I see. Well, there's some green herbs here. You've got no reason to come back out to this catwalk, I assume, so might as well
Green
take him with
herb!
us. Yep. Not that he hurt us or anything, so we don't need to heal, but we'll take him.
Oh, look, a free grenade launcher.
Yeah. If you had tried to grab the grenade launcher while he was hunched over it, would he have attacked you?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Very well.
All right, now the hallway's clear.
Cool. You're carrying around 3 weapons, and you've only got 8 inventory space. That's way too much. Now we gotta go drop some stuff off. All right, back to the inventory box. So that was optional. You didn't actually have to get that grenade launcher. You probably can beat the game without a grenade launcher.
I mean, yeah, you can. It's kind of a pain.
Yeah.
But you can do it.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably set it to an easier difficulty level.
I forget what Chris gets. I can't remember.
Yeah, Chris doesn't get a grenade launcher. I don't think he gets a crossbow either. Does he get a magnum? Does he get Barry's magnum?
No, I don't think he gets Barry's magnum. There is a magnum that you can get. Oh.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to go in there yet, but I'm glad I unlocked it.
Leave it unlocked then. Good.
There is a magnum that you can get that also, I mean, Jill can get it later. There's actually, you can get 2 magnums in this game. You can get one later that is,
I remember how you get Barry's magnum. I remember that.
You get 2 magnums in this game. One of them, I forget what. You get one revolver as Jill that is basically a Colt Python, which is a 357 Magnum revolver. And then you can get Barry's revolver, which is a Colt Anaconda, so it's in 44 Magnum instead of 357. But you don't get to keep Barry's revolver for very long, and
yeah.
it has the ammo it has is all of the ammo it gets, if I remember correctly.
I believe you do get to keep Barry's revolver, but you have to do something unsavory if you want that. Because there are multiple endings to this game, and one of them involves you getting the Magnum.
You know, I probably should save before I do this part, but it's fine. It's fine. There's definitely no way that I will be unable to navigate properly and screw this part up.
I'm glad you've got such confidence in yourself.
There's no way that I won't be able to navigate properly, and I'll screw this part up because I forget how to navigate.
Alright, so this hallway... Oh, cutscene.
Voice acting time.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded.
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
I mean, he's doing a better job than in the 1996
And
version.
it had to be poisonous.
No, it would be
Poisonous?
venomous. It would
Richard,
be
hold
venomous,
on.
Richard. Did you eat it, Richard? Because if you ate it, then and then this happened to you, then yes, it's poisonous. But
I'll go
it
get
bit
okay?
you,
You're gonna make
which
it.
means it's venomous.
Thanks.
What if everybody had new voice lines and everything was redubbed except for Richard? Out of a fond nostalgia, like everybody on the development team was like, "Oh, we love that original voice line." So the lines from Richard are just ripped from the 1998 PlayStation 1 version.
I mean, I feel like they would just have them redo their lines, you know? They would just be like, here, just do these lines, but do them this badly.
No, everyone remembers Richard's lines. They were too campy. We can't get rid of them. Otherwise, the fan community would be in an uproar. We got to keep the original voice lines in. Okay, so Richard is injured. He's poisoned. We got to find him a blue herb. Yeah, blue herbs cure the
Nope.
poison.
No, we don't.
That's what blue herbs do.
No, we don't. We're not finding him a blue herb.
What we want Richard to die? Is he dead already?
No, we're not trying to. We don't want him to die, but we're not finding him a blue herb.
But that's what heals poison in this world.
Not that poison. That's snake poison. It's a different type of
A
poison.
different type of poison that blue herbs don't heal? Oh no.
Also, there's no such thing as blue herbs yet.
We haven't found blue herbs yet. I'm operating with knowledge I shouldn't have from the future.
So this part is kind of like the game is kind of like testing you to see how well you remember how to navigate the mansion
Because you gotta go fast, right? Oh,
at this point.
it came out the door. Well, wait, is this part actually timed?
Yeah.
So if you don't get the cure for this guy, he just dies, huh?
Damn, I was really hoping that was gonna split his head, but it didn't.
That would have been nice. Then you wouldn't have to burn the body. So
This part is timed. There's not a timer on screen, but you have to do this part within a certain period of time. Otherwise, Richard will die.
What is the penalty for Richard dying? I can't remember.
You don't get a specific thing, and you don't get help during a certain boss fight.
Oh, that's disappointing. All right.
Serum!
Will you take it? Yay! All right, you've got the serum. Apparently, it was in this room. Nice.
Yep. Which, again, it's rewarding you for having actually looked around and investigated things, because if you didn't investigate things, you wouldn't have seen that this shelf, when you looked at it, it said it's filled with different types of serum.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they should have. In any other instance, they would have just said, "Here's a bottle of serum," and you go, "I wonder what this is going to be used for," and you put that in storage. But for some reason, they didn't.
Though, to be fair, when you leave, after you talk to Richard, when you leave that room, the game basically just opens a map and says, "Go here!" So,
Yeah, that is helpful. Yeah. Burning the body, subway doesn't come back. Stay dead, not Crimson Head. Bye. And the mansion burns down.
that would be very annoying.
You have to carry a fire extinguisher and the flask and the lighter to burn the body, but then also put it out so it doesn't start the mansion on fire.
One of the nice things about playing as Chris is that Chris just always has the lighter on him.
But then doesn't have the lockpick.
But yeah, then he doesn't have the lockpick, and that means you have to find small keys.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you want to get into one of those rooms
And
that
the
I use
small
the
keys
lockpick
don't
for-
stack, so each small key takes up its own inventory space.
I don't remember if they do or don't stack, actually.
I'm pretty sure they don't stack, because this game's not that kind.
They
Don't worry,
might.
Richard, we're coming! We just gotta go through like several loading zones, and we're gonna be there, don't worry!
They might stack. I honestly don't remember if they do. It's been a long time since I played as Chris.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Man, Richard looks very miserable.
Jill, here's my radio. Take it.
Who the hell am I going to talk to, Richard?
Does it ever not hurt?
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
Delaying the inevitable. Okay, thanks, pessimistic achievement notification pop-up. Jeez.
Well, we're all going to die eventually, Mike.
I know, but you don't gotta be so cynical about it, game.
Some of us are going to die sooner than others. All right, well, let's go in here.
All right, where are we going next? Now that we've saved his life. Oh! Zombo! Welcome to ZomboCon, population. Die! Oh no, he gotcha! Stab
No, we
him.
didn't.
Yay! And now we burn
Well, I
him.
can't tell if he is dead or not because
Wait, if
he died in a very inconvenient spot.
Yes!
So I can't tell if he's actually properly dead or not, but considering he hasn't gotten up yet, and I can set him on fire, I'm assuming that he is now dead.
Yeah. I thought I seem to recall that if they died in an inconvenient spot like that, you can't set them on fire. I thought I was
Nope.
worried for a second. No, he died on the stairway. I'm screwed. Oh, I'm so screwed, man. All right, what's this room?
Also, I think if you,
Magazine of
that
ammo.
was weird. I just started, like, auto-sprinting across the room. Okay.
Jill is just so eager, you know? It's just how it goes.
Also, if you stab a zombie in the head with a knife, if I recall correctly, if you then shoot them with a shotgun and obliterate the head, you get the knife back.
Well, you have the shotgun. You could have tried it, but you also had limited ammo.
An unlit candlestick.
Well, let's go ahead and light it so we can see what's in this dang room.
No, I don't want to do that.
Let's set the candlestick on fire.
I don't want to light it.
Let's shoot the candlestick. Let's pistol whip it until it turns itself on.
No, I don't want to do that either.
Shotgun shells!
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll take those.
You don't have the shotgun. You put it back in storage already.
That's fine. I'm saving them anyway.
Behind the fine china cabinet. Remember when people used to have fine china? Did your family have fine china?
No.
No?
I think we had fancy plates, or like fancy dishware. Excuse, you just stab him twice, really? Oh no, you're not gonna stab him twice. You're gonna just stab him.
Okay, there he goes.
All right, I'm not gonna waste any more ammo on this dude. I'm just gonna take this, and we're gonna leave.
All right.
He can keep that room all to himself. I don't want it.
So I remember that my family home had a fine china cabinet. It was kind of like a small cabinet tucked away in the corner of the kitchen, and there was just a bunch of china in there that you never use because it's the fine china. But there was also like 2 Mickey Mouse cups that we put in there when we were kids, and we never retrieved them out of there because no one ever opened that cabinet because no one ever used the fine china. So it was just the fine china and 2 Disneyland cup
For
cabinets.
some reason, and I don't know why, but for some baffling reason, boomers loved having just a bunch of fine china that they would never use for anything because nobody's ever actually fancy enough to get that stuff out. And then it's like, when they inevitably would like move or pass on or something, they would say, well, we've got all this fine china. Do you want all of this old fine china? And it's like, no, I don't fucking want it.
Yeah.
It's not worth anything. I don't want any of it.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's just the thing that people from the silent generation did. Maybe it's a holdover from previous generations.
I don't know. I just think it's fucking Midwest hoarder mentality.
Maybe. Some people said that. I remember seeing a question that asked, "What is the modern equivalent of the fine china?" I heard responses like collecting Beanie Babies or Funko Pops. I bequeath to you my Funko Pop collection.
Nobody fucking wants Funko Pops. So in this game, once you have used something for the last time, the game is basically like, all right, this thing's useless now. Do you want to get rid of it?
Yeah.
I don't remember if it did that in the original. I don't think it did. So like you had a key and it was just like, all right, what do I do with this now?
Mm-hmm. You put it in the storage and then you never touched it again until you found a door that said you needed that key.
But I don't remember if they did that. Did they do that in Resident Evil 2?
They probably didn't, but it also didn't matter too much because you used every door. You used it on every door, and then you put it in the storage, and then you never touched it again. Big deal.
I don't remember if Resident Evil 2 did that.
I feel like it did.
I can't remember if Resident Evil 2, and I'm not talking about the remake, I'm talking about the original. I
Yeah.
don't remember if the original Resident Evil 2 would tell you, hey, you're done with this key, you can discard it now. It's been like a year or two since I've played it, so I don't remember.
I seem to recall that it did that, yeah. I can imagine somebody who's watching you play this might be scared away by the fact that you have to keep all these things, keep track of all these things in your head.
Yeah, there are small things that could be made to improve it, but then you're kind of eliminating what the entire game's core gameplay experience is.
Sure, for every improvement you make, you're taking away something. It might be a little bit of something, but it's still something. Do you think there are people out there that prefer the original 1998 version of Resident Evil 1 and think this is such a downgrade?
I'm sure there probably are. They're wrong, but I'm sure that there are. And yet another reason why you play as Jill and not as Chris, because Jill knows how to play piano.
That's very important, and it's a plot point in the Resident Evil 5 Desperate Escape DLC too. You get to enjoy the music.
Otherwise, when you're doing this part, you have to wait for Rebecca to show up and Rebecca to play the piano.
And she's so much worse at playing it, she only knows how to play chopsticks.
I don't actually remember. I think she might be as good as Jill, but like you have to wait for Rebecca to show up.
Yes, Jill, we're in a mansion where zombies are attracted by noise. Let's stop doing what we're doing and play the piano and lure them over here.
To be fair, if she didn't play the piano, you're not going to get out of the mansion.
She doesn't know that.
Yes, she does. She knows everything.
She is also blessed with knowledge she shouldn't have. We're actually exploring a fair amount of the mansion, and there's still a lot of floor 1 that's red and unlooked at.
I'm making a slight detour. I know that we just opened that door, and that I should go back there and get the thing, but we're gonna make a slight detour so that I can use so I can finally use the chemical to use on plants.
All right, and the crows will be very happy about that. They'll stop screaming at us, hopefully.
No, they won't. They're always in there just making noises.
I see you have the chemical to use on plants. What about the food to use on crow? Bring us the food to use on crow.
There's plenty of dead bodies. Go find one of them.
Insufficient. Back in the bathroom? Wait, why are we back in?
This isn't the bathroom.
Oh, okay. This mansion is so big. How am I supposed to keep track of things? It's locked.
Oh, that's right. Helmet.
Helmet, emblem, key. All right, not that. Fine, go around then. Past the crooked painting in the column. What is that placement of the column in the middle of the walkway?
Don't worry about it. It's structural.
Oh my god, whoever designed this place, they must have been so embarrassed. They just left a giant column in the middle of the walkway.
I told you it was George Trevor. George Trevor designed it.
Well, I'm glad he got thrown into the crocodile moat.
In George Trevor's defense, he designed it the way that Spencer wanted it designed.
Spencer was, hey, 9-volt battery, yay!
Spencer he's special.
Yes, I remember how he died, oh boy.
He's special.
So now we're in an unfamiliar area, a new hallway. Not that you'd be able to tell because it looks so similar to other hallways, but things are clanking outside.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
Don't worry about it.
I have
Nothing's gonna happen.
concerns.
Absolutely nothing's gonna happen.
I might just preoccupied.
Go
by
stand
worries.
directly in front of one of the windows and absolutely nothing will happen.
Ah, this is the room.
Plant!
Tentacle monster! Yay!
No, it's a plant monster.
What? It's got tentacles though. Vines, I guess.
It's a vine monster. Look, the chemical to use on plants!
What is it anyway?
Earth Bashir. For flower and grasses.
So
Alright.
you want to fertilize it? It seems strange. It's not a herbicide. All right, we're feeding the plant monster.
I don't know what thing that's beneficial to plants you've ever seen that makes a blood red color, but yes, pump the water. We turn it to red.
Okay. Also, I like how Jill didn't even take the stuff out of the bag. She just dumped the bag in there. The laziest way.
She's busy, man.
Why is turning the red valve? Well, okay. Red valve means red stuff spews out. That's how
Because
it works.
look, the red valve goes to the plant.
Oh.
The green valve goes to
Oh.
all of these plants. And if you accidentally put it to the green one, it will kill all of those
So
green
lose,
herbs.
you would lose out on all those health items.
Yup.
Hey, mask number 2. That got 2 zits on its forehead.
I mean, they all have that.
I don't remember that, but all right. Plant monsters are dead. We'll take a herb. Why not?
Oh, no, I won't take them.
Okay.
I'll leave them here for now.
In case we need them, we'll come back for them.
I'll try to remember that they're in the room with the plant.
See, in my mind, whenever I was playing this game, it's this mentality of, I'm going to grab all the items and bring them to the item chest, but it's just so much easier. Just leave them where they are and just keep a mental note of where they are. So you've got health items sprinkled throughout the mansion. Whoa, no!
I told you nothing was going to happen.
Now I can't go back there and get those health items without having to crush the zombies again. I'm assuming I'm actually hitting them. I don't know. You don't want to kill them. You want to leave them where they are.
No, I want to kill him.
But then they're gonna turn into crimson heads if you kill them. Then you'll have to burn their bodies. All right. Oh, not that one. You won't have to.
Not that one I won't.
Just this one. Careful, it's pretty close to those linens over there. Oh no, you're gonna set them on fire.
No, not the linens!
Oh, too late.
It's fine. The other one's going to spontaneously generate into linens anyway.
Ah, that's how it works. All right, I remember. I remember that thing that you made up. That is true. All right, now we're in this angle. Oh, wow, that was a weird angle on this room. Is this room also going to try and crush us? More kerosene, yay!
Yay! And now that one's empty, so I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
Now my canteen is completely filled again. That one is empty, so I don't have to worry about it.
It wasn't a thing to worry about. It was a resource you could use. Not a source of worry at all.
So I don't have to worry about it anymore because it's completely empty.
That column will always bug me. All right.
So we got 2 out of however many masks. I'm going to put the fuel canteen and the lighter in here. I'm going to leave the gemstone in there for now. And then we're going to go...
Wow, you've got 85 bullets. Yeah, I was worried that you were just be wasting too much ammo on these zombies, but the game does throw plenty of ammo at you. I don't remember the game being this generous to me, but very well. It's been a while.
I also have a bunch of handgun ammo because I didn't use it on Forest. Because I brought the shotgun with me, so I just used 3 shotgun shells on Forest instead of 2.5 magazines.
He eats up that much, huh?
He eats up a ton of ammo.
Okay. Ooh, this is the Tiger Eye room. Tiger Eye statue.
There's an inscription here. A tiger glowing with blue and yellow light. Okay.
Well, we've got one blue.
Well, I need to find a yellow gemstone.
Can you just put the blue in?
I could, but I don't have it with me.
Oh, I thought you brought the entire reason you came up here was because you had the blue gem, and that's where you need to go next.
Stuff away.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have the yellow gemstone, so there's no reason for me to bring the blue gemstone.
I think if you put one gemstone in, stuff still happens.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it is. You put a blue gem in it, it turns its head to the left, there's a red gem behind it, you grab the red gem, something like that.
Oh.
We're in this guy's bedroom, huh? Well, might as well grab the...
Oh, I know what room this is.
It's a room with a handgun magazine. You've got 100 bullets. All right, what's in this guy's closet?
This is the room.
Oh, with a closet that's shaking.
Keeper's diary. Played poker tonight with Scott and Elias from security and Steve from research. Steve was the big winner, but I think he was cheating, scumbag. Yeah, that's right. Everyone in a Resident Evil game named Steve is a massive scumbag, and they should never have been put into the game.
Only one exception I can think of.
No, he's not an exception. He's literally the rule.
You don't even know who I'm thinking of!
You're thinking of Steve.
Okay, you got me there.
One of the higher-ups assigned me to take care of a new creature. It looks like a skinned gorilla. Feeding instructions were to give it live animals.
Yeah.
When I threw it a pig, the creature seemed to play with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before it actually started eating.
Oh, poor pig.
Around 5 a.m., Scott woke me up, scared the shit out of me too. He was wearing a protective suit. He handed me another one and told me to put it on, said there'd been an accident in the basement lab. I just knew something like this would happen. Those bastards in research never sleep, even on holiday.
I hate it when people wake me up while I'm sleeping, so I killed him, and my skin's all itchy now. 4 itchy. Oh, wait.
Why would you just spoil it?
I'm sorry, I actually didn't think this.
All right, well, I'm not gonna read it now.
You can go ahead and read it.
Nope, you spoiled it. You spoiled it. It's over. It's ruined.
I didn't even realize that was the same
It's ruined.
thing.
This guy's here to kill you because you spoiled it.
Oh no! I didn't realize that was actually the one. I didn't even realize.
This guy's here to kill you because you spoiled it.
I ruined the 4 itchy tasty. Oh well. Oh, that guy was alive too. He was faking it.
All right, bye.
All right, later. Would you like to go back in and finish reading that book?
No, you spoiled the ending.
I didn't realize I was spoiling anything until I saw the word itchy on that page.
You ruined the ending. You basically went to the midnight release of the Harry Potter book and started screaming Snape kills Dumbledore.
I didn't realize I was doing that. I thought I was making a fun reference to a different Resident Evil game in which that was there. I forgot that was in this game.
Yep, that's this game.
All right, well.
And then everyone memed it to death. It's actually like a really cool moment that Mike ruined. It's actually a really cool moment in Resident Evil games, but then the fans just absolutely memed it to death.
Oh, okay, now we're in this room.
I take this thing.
Oh, the emblem. I bet you there's an emblem key on that. No, wait, we already have the emblem key. Maybe there's a different key on the back. All right, never mind, we're leaving. I'm pretty sure that itchy tasty line gets referenced in other games, though.
No, it's pretty much just this one. It's just it gets referenced in other video games, but not other Resident Evil games.
Oh, okay. Maybe
in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, because Mike ruined it.
Yes, please finish.
So you go through all these different notes, and the guy goes to the infirmary. They put a big bandage on it and tell him he doesn't need to wear the suit anymore. And then he drags his leg. All the dogs escape because he was being an asshole.
Jeez, I forgot how long this note was.
It's not long.
My attention span is too thin.
I've been wearing this damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and feels itchy all over. The goddamn dogs have been looking at me funny, so I decided not to feed them today. Screw them. Went to the infirmary because my back is all swollen and it feels itchy. They put a big bandage on it and told me I didn't need to wear the suit anymore. All I want to do is sleep. That's me. All I want to do is sleep. Found another big blister on my foot this morning. I ended up dragging my foot all the way to the dog's pen. They were quiet all day, which is weird. Then I realized some of them had escaped. Maybe this is their way of getting back at me for not feeding them the last 3 days.
It may be.
If anybody finds out, I'll have my head handed to me. Rumors going around that a researcher who tried to escape the estate last night was shot. My entire body feels hot and itchy and I'm sweating all the time now. I scratched a swelling on my arm and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? Fever gone but itchy. Today hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy, itchy. Scott came ugly face, so killed him. Tasty.
On May 21, and then...
Itchy. Tasty. And then now everyone just memes the for itchy tasty.
What does he think the 4 means anyway? Because he was in May.
Cause he's just going on literally routine at this point.
Like, to be generous, maybe it's May 24 and he meant to type that in, but yeah, it's a bit of a stretch.
He wrote it down.
Yeah, we have no idea really.
He wrote it down. My assumption is that he just wrote down a number because his brain went, oh yeah, write down a number.
Yeah. 4 itchy tasty. Yep, that's how it goes. Alright, well, now that we got the emblem, we gotta figure out what to do with that. What?
4 itchy tasty, that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how the meme. What? Yeah, does that just baffle you?
I have nothing else to say about that. I went to the wrong door.
Oh, okay. Well, we got the emblem now. We gotta figure out where it goes. Doesn't it go over the fireplace? I'm pretty sure.
We took it from over the fireplace.
Oh.
It goes where I'm bringing it to.
No, there was a map over the fire. It was a different fireplace. There's so many fireplaces in this mansion. This mansion's got too many fireplaces. All right, what's in here?
Trevor's diary. 11 days have passed since arriving on the estate. Wouldn't it be P-A-S-S-E-D? In the past, wouldn't it be P-A-S-S-E-D? Whatever.
You're right. That's the wrong version of past. It's a homophone problem.
11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat brought me a meager plate of food and said, sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons. That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only 2 people that know the secret of this mansion, Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here. My family, I hope they're all right. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray you are safe. Why would you write that down in a thing where anybody can read? Anyway, how could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter. The one Jessica gave to me for my birthday? Oh wait, I have that. I have that lighter.
Same lighter, huh?
Now it's going to be that much harder to escape this dark place.
Well, the lighter wasn't going to offer that much light.
November 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said that they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory is coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the men in lab coats said something like, most likely your family is already... I pray for their safety. Somehow I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of this mansion won't be as easy. I have to get past all the booby traps. You know, the ones I designed. Tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try to remember for my own sake.
If only I had written it down instead of notes to nobody, because no one's going to read this journal.
Gold emblem.
Second emblem. Oh. Well, you probably want to keep that gold emblem, so you swap it out with the crap emblem. Wait, is there anything on that useless emblem? Nah, it's made out of wood.
Mike, there's nothing unusual.
Well, put that there. Alright, so now we can leave with the gold emblem. The old Indiana Jones switcheroo.
Well, except that this time I just waited for the ball to roll past me and then laughed after the ball rolled past.
You could also probably, like, bring over a couch or something and prop it open. Or if you're fast enough, you can grab that regular emblem and, duck under the door.
No, you can't because it locks you. It actually locks Jill into a cutscene the moment you pick up the emblem. Jill respects that the mansion has booby traps and that she needs to observe what the booby traps do. She's respecting the rules of the escape room.
Jill hasn't learned how to do that diving in the cutscene that Chris and Sheva did in Resident Evil 5, where they just kind of dive over each other under a door that was closing. It's something she'll have to pick up in the future.
She'll learn it eventually.
And, yes.
Clunk!
And the clock is open.
That was dramatic. That was unnecessarily dramatic. Thank you, Lightning.
Was that? Yeah, I think that might have just been random, but yeah, there you go.
Let's see. Red dude is stabbing green dude in the chest.
And the green dude is...
And green dude is using the long sword to stab red dude in the head.
Okay. When the two have run each other through, your destiny will be open. So long sword goes through head.
Alright, I'm gonna turn the small gear, which probably will control the big hand.
That seems
Wait,
silly.
no, I'm gonna turn the large gear, which probably will control the small hand.
I don't know if that's the case. We'll see.
And we'll turn it left, which will probably make it go right.
The small hand goes right.
I don't know why all of it is opposite. It's very silly that it all literally does the opposite, but, whatever.
I guess, but that's part of the puzzle. So short sword into belly. Yep, that makes sense.
There, we did it.
Yeah, long sword to the head. Yep, there you go.
You just gotta do literally like in the painting right next to it. It is very silly that a lot of the puzzles in this mansion have the solution literally right next to them.
Yeah, that's kind of a trope that they didn't discontinue for many iterations of the game.
Wow, another key!
I remember that a lot of that in Code Veronica too.
Alright, you know what? We're gonna go back.
We have to check every single door that's locked to see if the key that we have worked on it. Unless you remember which doors need the,
I can kind of remember what ones need what keys, but not really.
Yeah, we're kind of moving beyond where I've got a decent amount of memory. Because I remember the mansion pretty well on floors 1 and 2, but I think I usually stop before this point.